to LMNT for sponsoring. More on them later. I'm sharing my healthy living plan for 2024 today on the Daily Connoisseur. Hello everyone, Jennifer here, and welcome back and Happy New Year. This is the time of year we're all thinking about it. We want to have a year of good health. So today I'm going to talk about 4 key areas that I'm personally looking at in order to continue to improve my health in 2024. So let's get started with the first area, which is intermittent fasting. So I've been doing intermittent fasting for almost 4 years now. I can't believe that. I'll do a 4-year update for you soon. But I continue to do fasting even after I lost the weight that I wanted to lose because it allows me to keep it off. But not only that, there are so many other benefits to fasting. I have mental clarity. I'm able to sleep better. Fasting gives me more energy. I feel like I look younger and feel younger when I'm fasting. This is a lifestyle choice that I'm going to continue probably indefinitely. Now, I used to just do the 16-8 method every day. But since reading Dr. Mindy's book, Fast Like a Girl, and interviewing her on my channel, and if you haven't seen that interview, I will leave it in the iCard up above. But since doing that, I have learned that I should vary my fasts. So instead of doing 16-8 every day, there's 2 days a week where I don't fast. And also the week before my period, I don't fast. And twice a month, I will do an extended fast. So sometimes a 24-hour fast, sometimes a 36-hour fast. So here's a candid confession. I do not like varying my fast. I'm the type of person who likes to do the same thing every day. And it was easy for me with 16-8. It's like wearing a uniform. You know what to wear. You don't have to think about it. So I am struggling with varying my fasts. And I'll talk more about that in my 4-year update. I do know that it's important for me and my hormones to vary the fasts. So I am doing it, but it is a struggle, and so I will document that a little bit more on the channel this year. One thing I am doing to monitor my progress is using a smart scale. So I weigh myself once a week on the FitTrack scale, which is a smart scale. I'll leave it down below. I love it. You have the scale and then you download the app. And so when you step on the scale, you put your phone next to it and it uploads all your metrics. So it not only measures your weight, but it measures so many other metrics too. Here's a screenshot of one of my recent metrics. So it measures your fat, your muscle, your efficiency. And you know, my numbers are looking really good, which shows me that I'm on the right track. One thing that I can work on is my basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories your body burns in a day while at rest. And I learned that I can improve my basal metabolic rate by exercising more. It's just these things that you can learn about yourself. I love checking these metrics. I don't do it every day, I do it once a week. And I think that it's really helpful. So I'll leave the FitTrack app down below. Before we go into the next areas, I want to tell you about LMNT, who has kindly sponsored today's video, because LMNT electrolytes are part of my intermittent fasting routine. When you fast, you have to really think about replenishing your electrolytes and doing it in a safe way. And that's why I love LMNT. I really do love them. LMNT is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means lots of salt with no sugar. They contain a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 600 milligrams of magnesium. The best part about LMNT for me is their flavors. I love them. It's like the fruity ones kind of taste like a soda to me, and they have their chocolate medley still. That is that limited edition winter medley. It has chocolate chai, chocolate mint, and chocolate raspberry. Have this with hot water. It tastes like a delicious salty hot chocolate. They're so good. So right now, LMNT is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any LMNT order. This is a great way to try all flavors or share LMNT with a salty friend. So you can get yours at drinklmnt.com/dailyc. This deal is only available through my link, so you go to drinklmnt.com/dailyc. And thank you to LMNT for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about the second part of my healthy living plan for 2024, and that is in diet and what I eat. I am not a nutritionist or a dietitian, so I'm not telling you what to eat, but I am sharing my journey here, and I am a very intuitive eater. I am not following any particular diet plan, and I never have. I pretty much eat what I want to eat. Having said that, it's usually very healthy. However, I do not deprive myself. In fact, one of the chapters and lessons from Madame Chic is called Deprive Yourself Not, and I've stuck with that philosophy. I do love sweet treats. I have tea time every day, and usually with my tea, I have something sweet and delicious. It could be anything from a pudding to a piece of cake to a healthy muffin to chocolate. I mean, it really could be anything, but I look forward to that, and I will not deprive myself of it. Because I know that if I gave myself some restrictive diet, it would not last long. Like, I'm in this for the long haul, right? I want healthy living for the long haul, something that I can implement for the rest of my life. And I know myself, and I know that that's a big part of pleasure in my life, is having that tea time treat. So for me, I weigh, the pros and the cons. It's more beneficial for me to have it than to not have it. And that's what I mean by my intuitive eating plan. So having said that, I still ascribe to a healthy living lifestyle because I do like to eat healthy foods. I love doing research on healthy foods. I love Dan Buettner's books on the Blue Zone diets and seeing what longevity diets consist of. And I have been trying to incorporate more of those into my diet. For example, purple yams, lots of different superfoods. I've also been watching some of Brian Johnson's videos. He is a YouTuber and, well, he's a very successful businessman. I think he sold Venmo to PayPal, so he's done really well in the business world. But now as a YouTuber, he's focusing on longevity. He has a blueprint plan. Now, I like his recipes because he put out a video on a dish that he eats every day called Super Veggie. And so I tried Super Veggie, and this is me making it here. Super Veggie consists of black lentils with broccoli, cauliflower, shiitake mushrooms, ginger, garlic, cumin, hemp seeds, and olive oil. It's actually very easy to make and really delicious. So I have been assembling all those ingredients and keeping them in the fridge and having Super Veggie a lot lately. And I was really grateful that he gave out that recipe. This is his recipe, not mine, so I will link to his website so that you can check it out there. I also have made his nutty pudding from macadamia nuts, walnuts, berries. It's delicious. And so that's an example of a dessert that is delicious and sweet, but also healthy and good for you. I've been exploring more with incorporating superfoods in my diet like that. Another goal of mine is to eat more protein in 2024. This is something that I have struggled with. I never really like eating protein. Like, I don't eat that much meat. If I do have beans, I don't like having that many of them. So I am trying to do more. I found these oats at the grocery store. You've probably all heard of them. It's the Kodiak brand, I believe, and I just ordered them from my local health food store, but you can also find them at Costco. I'll try to find them online and link them below. The Kodiak oats have 10 grams of protein per serving, so they've added a protein to the oatmeal, and that's another, like, an example of how I can add protein to my diet, because I do love oatmeal, but having oatmeal with protein in it is, better for the goals that I have. So I will continue to document my recipes here on YouTube. I show you everything from really healthy recipes to my decadent tea time treats. My intuitive path is to feature and enjoy it all, and that's what works for me. Let's talk about the third area of healthy living, which is exercise. Now, this is the biggest challenge for me, and I used to be pretty active. Like before I had children, I would go on long walks, long bike rides. I would take yoga classes. I used to be a member of Equinox and I would take those classes all the time. And then I had children and, you know, I was so exhausted that I simply could not take an hour-long class. Like I still can't even picture myself doing that. And it's been a while. My children are older now. Like I could definitely do that now. What I have been doing is coming up with an exercise routine that works for me. I work out from home mainly. I jump on the rebounder, which I've been doing for years. I love it because it's good cardio. It's good for lymphatic drainage. I feel like it keeps me looking young, and I just love jumping on the rebounder. So I do that a few times a week. A few times a week, I'll do workouts like a yoga or Pilates or, you know, just like a cardio exercise type workout at home. And I also go on walks, long walks, probably 3 times a week or so. So that's what I do for exercise, but I know based on my FitTrack app that I need to add more weight resistance into my routine, and I think that some of my numbers can improve from that. And plus I want to do it anyway. I really do need to build more muscle. So that's the goal I'm going to be focusing on with exercise, is weight training and building more muscle. So I don't know anything about this, so I'm going to be researching it and figure it out, and I'll share my journey with you this year. And the final category I want to talk about is mind. And I call it mind, even though I'm really talking about stress, because I have learned from observing myself for so long that all of my stress begins in my mind. I think actually everything begins in the mind. And so I've been doing so much work on myself to really improve this area of my life, because I have been living on a low or high level of stress for a very long time. And I am finally realizing that I don't need to do that. A lot of it is self-imposed and it's not good for my health. So I'm really working on that, and I plan to work even more so on that in 2024. The way I plan to implement more relaxation and time for mental clarity is by scheduling it in. So I've talked about this in my planner videos, that I like to schedule in relaxation in my planner every day and prioritize it as much as I prioritize my work or my family, because it's equally as important. So I'm really taking time to do that. I'm playing the piano more, I'm reading books more, I'm writing poetry more, I'm sitting in prayer and meditation more, I'm journaling more, and all of these things are honestly, they're more important than anything. They're more important than the fasting, the diet, and the exercise for me, because when you are good mentally and you don't feel stressed, everything else is easier. But if you're trying to do all of these healthy living things while you're highly stressed out, it's kind of counterproductive. I am going to also focus a lot on that in 2024, and I'm really excited for this journey. So I hope that this video gave you a lot to think about and motivates you to also join me on a healthy living experience in 2024. I would love to know what you are doing to better your health this year. I want to thank LMNT for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, you can get a free sample pack with any order when you go to drinklmnt.com/dailyc. That's drinklmnt.com/dailyc. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Keep calm and remain classy, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.